Hello, this is The Bittersweet Life. I'm Katy Sewell. Every month over at patreon.com/The Bittersweet Life podcast, our monthly supporters get to listen to bonus episodes of this show. Here is a preview of the most recent episode. All right, I'm going to ask you one more, and then I think we should shut it down for now. Let you go to bed and continue your recovery.
Yes.
And I do that pointing my finger at you.
My convalescence. The doctor said, you need to be a convalescent. Does that word exist in English? Because he said it in Italian. And I was like, it's the same word. And I said, it reminds me of John Keats.
Does he
understand
why?
I said, John Keats came here to get better. And he said, oh, yeah, he knew who he was. He said, you know, back in those days, tuberculosis was the style. Like, that was the trend. They did it to themselves. He's like, they never left their houses. They never got fresh air. That's why they got so sick. Their lungs couldn't handle fresh air when they got it because they weren't used to it.
It's an interesting theory.
We talked a little bit about Keats and yeah, it was cute. It was cute. I was like, would this happen in an American doctor's office that I'd be talking about Keats with my doctor?
I like the idea that, that was the trend in illnesses back then. You know, everyone who was cool was doing tuberculosis.
Yeah. It came up, Katy, because sorry, this is an aside, but I know you'll appreciate this and probably our listeners will too. He said to me, he said, you know, you have all these scars, because he was looking at my CAT scan on my lungs. He said, you've got all this scarring on your lungs. I don't know if this is from now or if this is from a previous case of bronchitis you had in the past, or maybe when you were a child you had tuberculosis. And I was like, tuberculosis?
Jeez, calm down. Yeah.
And he said, I had tuberculosis as a child. And I wanted to say, but I didn't say, doctor, we are not from the same generation.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, that's, I think, why I started talking about John Keats.
Well, I mean, there is a sort of romance to the way that we used to think about these writers and the afflictions that they would get. And I do remember you and our mutual friend Suzanne saying in high school, if I'm going to die from anything, may it be syphilis.
No, that was Suzanne. I never wanted to die from syphilis.
I think it was because someone that you really loved died of syphilis.
I knew too much about syphilis. It's a disgusting disease. I'm much more on the tuberculosis team. Okay,
you'd rather be coughing up blood.
I will take tuberculosis over syphilis every time.
If you want to hear more, support the show. For $5 a month or more, you can keep this show in operation and give yourself the gift of added listening. Patreon.com/The Bittersweet Life podcast. There's a link in the show notes. Thank you so much, and talk soon.